that sound? Do you hear it? Listen closely. That's someone getting their carpet cleaned across the street. So I'm getting ready to take Nicole for a walk. It's 70 degrees and really freaking humid. So I have no sleeves on. It's like summer, but with no sun. It's very interesting. Oh, I rearranged the apartment. You want to see? Of course you do. One sec. So I wanted like a dedicated space to be able to do yoga in my house. So all of my yoga props and my mat are here. And then my desk is here. Couch is where it used to be. Actually, when I lived in this apartment before, the couch was here, but it was here first. Then it eventually moved here. My entertainment center's here. You'll notice there's no TV. I have boycotted watching TV during the day because I'll take my lunch break and then I'll sit down and watch TV and I'll be like, oh, a couple of hours are gone, which means I end up staying up until 2 or 3 in the morning trying to edit. So to avoid that, I've switched everything up. Then my TV is in here. I watch about an hour or 2 hours before I go to bed, and then it always makes me really sleepy, and then I fall asleep. My bed's still in the same spot, and my dog is still in the same spot. You ready to go outside, princess? Wanna go outside? Obviously, you can't move the bathroom, but my closet is actually clean for once. My capsule is looking a mess, and you want to know what's ruining it? This dress. This dress. But this dress looks so freaking good on me, and my capsule's kind of unique because most people's capsules, they have a few pairs. Most people's capsules have a few pairs of pants, a few skirts, a few dresses. I prefer dresses, so the majority of the time I'm wearing a dress or a skirt. So I have a lot of standalone pieces because dresses can be worn by themselves and then just throw something on top. So I have more dresses than most people would have, and I only have 2 pairs of pants, which most people would have like maybe 4. And then I have 2 skirts. Anyhow, enough about that. I need to take Nicole outside, and then I need to make a thumbnail for a video, so gotta go. I have my hair down for the next couple of days. My mom is braiding it back on Thursday. So we're down and wild for a little bit. I just straightened it out because I'm actually gonna go have my mom trim it today. And she likes to trim it when it's straight, just so that she knows it's even, because when it's down and natural, it's a little bit different. So yeah, that's basically what's up. I have to take Nicole to my mom's a little earlier today. I usually take her Thursday night, but I'm taking her around 4 because I have to meet with my group where there's 35 of us in yoga teacher training, and they split us. Sorry, you guys are crooked. You're sitting on a makeup bag. They split us into groups of like 5 or 6. And our groups are coming up with a sequence to teach at the end of yoga teacher training to each other, and then maybe to the other training class. So we have to meet outside of school for an hour each week to practice. So they're coming to my place. We're going to use my gym here, and yeah, but we're meeting at 8:30. So by the time we're done, it'll be like 10 o'clock, and I don't want to drive 30-45 minutes at 10 o'clock to take Nicole to her grandma's house. So yeah, I'm getting ready to steam my face really quick because I have a little pimple right here and one right there. 2 little pimples. So the steam for me really helps. I put some lavender on them directly and then in the water as well, and it kind of helps with like the clear up process. But anyhow, after I do that, I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup, and then I'm just so tired. I expected yoga teacher training to be hard, but it's just so exhausting, and it doesn't seem like it would be, but, and I thought it was maybe just me, but every time we go in, everyone's like, we're so tired, we're so exhausted. Like, it's a lot of work. And I have a little bit of a leg up because I was in a previous training and also because I used to be a medical assistant. So I already know all of the muscles and the bones from my medical experience. So that part's not hard, like the quizzes on the muscles and bones and stuff. It's just like all of the extra time spent like observing classes and taking a few classes a week, obviously, outside of my home practice. And yeah, it's just a lot. So I'm gonna go steam myself, replace this battery because it's getting ready to die, and maybe have some lunch. My TV's on. I'm listening to a show. It's plugged in my room, but it can move to that in there, so I move it back and forth. I try not to watch TV during the day, but today, since I'm running errands and not working, I have it in here. So a lot of people have been asking me about the Hourglass Veil Liquid Foundation. I haven't tried it because I love the stick foundation. I just love it. It's my favorite foundation. I don't want to try the liquid. Not at least until these are all gone. Like, that's been a big part of like me not buying as much makeup in 2018, 2019, is really only buying things like lip glosses that I go through quickly, mascaras, and then sticking to like my staples and my basics and my things that I love. So I love these, and I love the Wet n Wild cushion. These are my two favorites, so I'm just leaving it at that. Plus, the Veil Liquid Foundation is full coverage, and I'm not really a full coverage girl. I like maybe a light medium coverage. I don't like a full. So today I'm using this one. I never take off the mirror thing because it just gets really dirty, and I don't use the cushion that comes with it either. I just put my brush in like this and then put it on. I did use the Osea Advanced Protection Cream, which doubles as a primer for me, so I don't typically use a primer. And this Wet n Wild one is just so good. I went up to the shade Tawny, but I think it was kind of a mistake because it's a little bit dark for me.
It's freezing. Why'd you bring me up here? I got a preliminary report back from pathology, and there was evidence Paul Kaminsky had high levels of epinephrine in his blood when he died. So I'm not sure he died purely of natural causes, and I need you to help me understand what happened. Understand? Are you accusing me of something? He pushed 1 amp of epi when he coded right. April, I found 4 empty amps altogether in the trash afterwards. I can't seem to account for the other 3. Maybe another patient coded in that room right before Kaminsky. Nothing was logged. Maybe they forgot to log it. I don't see what this has to do with me. You were in Kaminsky's room just before he crashed. You think I killed him?
I have this on.
So much epinephrine got into his system.
She overdosed a patient.
April, please, just tell me what you were doing in that room. He was dehydrated. I gave him a glass of water. So suddenly you're Florence Nightingale to this guy? I think we're done. April, please.
This is the Vibrancy Concealer by Josie Marin. I love this more than the Shape Tape. It's not as full coverage, and it doesn't get crepey under the eyes at all. Sometimes if I don't feel like putting on foundation, I just use the concealer as foundation, honestly. And it gives you the most beautiful look. This is an old Sonia Kashuk brush. I don't know what it's called, but I really like it for concealer.
We don't have more time. He wants to be discharged now. Yeah, I understand. He needs to be put on the cycle.
I'm using my Hourglass. I love Hourglass, y'all. It's so good. Like, they make the most beautiful products. So I use this one for under my eyes, this one for my face, bronzer, highlight, and then I mix the 2 blushes, and this is usually my everyday set. This was limited edition, and my heart's a little bit broken. I should have bought more than one. So I just go into the light one here, and then I put that under my eyes and over my eyelid.
I'm just a machine, so you're stuck in the middle, huh? I guess we're stuck in between. Life is a riddle, yeah. And I don't know what it means, no. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike. There is nothing we can't do.
switching brow gels really soon because I'm almost out of this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brow, which I really like. It's just really expensive. So if you guys have another brow gel that you like, let me know. But this has the teeniest brush on planet Earth. Look how small that brush is. So it has to be tiny because this like really grips the brows and gives you that hair like look even if you don't have a lot of hair. So that's why my brows look the way that they do. It's because of this stuff. And then this.
I'm grateful for you, man. At least I know I'm in good hands.
This is the Kat Von D brow pencil. It's so good, guys. So good.
I thought you would want to know that Bodhi's surgery was successful.
So
He's already up and pain-free.
Good. I'm glad. Good.
I also wanted
just create
to
a
bring
few
you this.
little hair strokes like so.
I figured the least I could do was help you numb the pain.
Thank you. So we can't have any of my meds, doctor?
Right, yeah. Well, maybe we can celebrate when you get the all clear.
You can have some. What? You take it neat?
I'm afraid I'm still on call. I actually have to get back to you.
Sure.
It's just like that. I just create like hairs and then I just brush through. And that's how I do my brows. Super simple.
Heads up, Joy. We're reviewing the Kaminsky case.
You're stuck in the middle. Yeah, you're stuck in between. Things can only get better if you know what I mean. Once in the air, you realize what you want, the things that you dream of, and the things that you don't know. This is what it feels like. But you're not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. Let's share out and hitchhike. There is nothing we can't do. Ooh, babe, as long as I got you. I'm gonna open up my eyes this time.
So I went to Whole Foods a little bit ago and I got a new toothbrush, which this is the same brand I usually get, but it's like way huge and I just wanted to try it. And then I saw this toothpaste on Sorsha's Insta story and I bought it, and this is $10, y'all. How the heck? But premium natural toothpaste, and these are all the things that are great about it right here. And it's all metal packaging, so it has a little key to roll up the tube so that you get like everything out, and then only the cap is plastic. Everything else is metal, so 100% recyclable. So I'm excited to try this out. So I'm downtown near the Co-op right now, and I got an amazing coffee. I'm at the Austin Pets Alive thrift store. It all benefits our local animal shelter. I've never been here before, but I really need a new chair that doesn't squeak at my desk. Oh my gosh. I have my CBD almond milk coffee from the Co-op. Last night, I could not fall asleep until like 3 o'clock. And I know why. It's because when my boyfriend hasn't gotten home yet, I can't sleep. Just because the police in Dallas are shitty, and when you're driving around late at night, it's suspicious if you're a black man, even though he's not doing anything wrong. And he's doing inventory this week, so he has to go in like from 12 p.m. to like 3 a.m. and I just worry when he's not home. But so I didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock, and then I had to get up at 8 o'clock to go observe a yoga class, which is those little snippets of footage I had because I totally forgot to get my camera because I was sleep deprived. So since I was already out, I ran to the co-op, got a CBD coffee. It's just a vanilla latte, and they do like a sugar-free vanilla, but it's not sweet. It's just like vanilla extract, so it has the essence of vanilla but no sweetness. And then almond milk and CBD, and it's really yummy. And I got a breakfast taco. It had vegan breakfast sausage, black beans, and potato on a wheat tortilla, and that was really good too. But yeah, I just finished talking to one of my friends. She's going for a promotion, so I was doing some test interview questions because she's getting interviewed for a job that I used to hire for. So I did a bunch of test questions for her and situational questions and stuff. I used to do a ton of career coaching when I was in my job and a lot of training for sales leaders. So it's kind of still in my blood. So I end up doing that for my friends a lot. And I love giving career advice. I love it. I love people being career people. I saw the perfect location and the perfect spot for a yoga studio. The building just needs so much work though, because it's a historic building and I really wish I could buy it, but I cannot. Even if I was still working my full-time job, I wouldn't have been able to buy it because it's pretty expensive. But it's just so beautiful. It'd be the most beautiful yoga studio you've ever seen in your entire life. It's so pretty. But yeah, other than that, I just need to do some more reading for school today. And I've been looking at RVs because I just really want one. I want to go travel for a little bit. And like, I don't know. I love RVs. I told you guys my granny used to have one and my uncle still lives in it. After she passed away, he moved into it. I just love them. I broke a nail right now. So anyhow, I'm going to practice some yoga because this morning I didn't get to practice because I was observing the class. I was not practicing. So I'm going to practice now, and then I don't really have that much time until I have to go to school after that. I can't believe I broke this nail.
It is so delicious, so cheesy.
So I'm watching the vegan mechanic right now. He's a black guy here on YouTube. You guys know I love supporting other black people. And he's making a mac and cheese recipe. But I got a couple other things from the co-op that I want to show you. So you guys, I've really been liking the nut pod. I make my own a lot now, but the nut pod is really good too. This is just the French vanilla. And that's not sweet at all. This was on the clearance rack. It's just pumpkin spice hand soap, and it smells so good. It's made here in Austin. But that's all. I'll talk to you guys after I watch this mac and cheese video from the vegan mechanic. Go give him a shout out. Tell him I sent you. I'm here in search of some meditation beads. I have really bad allergies right now, so my voice sounds weird. I just got my Imperfect Produce box, and it's like the most beautiful box I've ever gotten, so I want to show you guys. I got this gorgeous Dino Kale. Like, look at this beaut. I'm so excited for that. I'm getting so tired of my G7X not focusing. It's not even funny. So I got some broccoli. I think there's another thing of broccoli. Oh, yep, broccoli. Got lots of broccoli because I like to eat this with my quinoa. I don't eat broccoli a ton anymore because it hurts my stomach sometimes, but I do eat it on occasion. And then I got a couple of zucchini, which are beautiful. Oyster mushrooms. Are you kidding me? These are so expensive, and they had them this week, so I was like, I'll take 2, please, because I haven't had oyster mushrooms in the longest time. I got my bag of garlic. You can see why the grocery store denied these, because they're not full bulbs. They kind of broke apart. But that has nothing to do with, like, you can still cook with them. They're perfectly fine. A thing of snow peas, which I love, love, love snow peas. I also got some bell peppers, 2 bell peppers, blood oranges, avocados. Are any of these ripe yet? I'm trying to fill. No, not yet. 2 limes, 2 regular oranges, and then 3 sweet potatoes. So a really, really, really good box this week. I'm so happy with it. I'm going to meet with a subscriber in a little bit, just for a quick coffee. This is my outfit of the day. Super simple, just a tied pocket tee. This is a midi skirt, so it's pretty long. And then a little leather jacket. I cut my wig into like a bob, so this is what she looks like. I had cedar fever the last few days. I've told you guys about it a lot. It's just an allergy, but it gives you like a sore throat and makes you super fatigued. Nose, eyes, coughing. It's been a whole to-do. Very annoying. I thought that I missed cedar season because it's like almost spring now, but nope, it caught me right at the tail end of winter. So I've been like laid out the last few days, but I'm heading over to the co-op, and then I do want to check out this Wet n Wild new stick foundation. People are saying it's comparable to the Hourglass. I don't believe it, but we'll try it out. But I gotta get going. And yeah, I'm gonna wear some ankle boots, brown ones, because I'm a rebel, black and brown. So the most common thing that I get on Instagram is, I watch what I ate in a day. You're making me eat more vegetables, but I'm buying them and they're going bad. What do I do? So to keep your veggies from going bad, eat them. If they're on the brink of going bad, freeze them. If you cut them, you will eat them faster. So like, these are all my veggies from my produce box. I don't just put them in the fridge. Well, I did for a couple of days, but eventually I take them out and I chop them. So this bell pepper, I'm chopping into strips. So it'll probably go, I don't know, into a stir fry. So, or just be roasted alongside of a soup or something. So just process every single thing and it won't go bad at all. So cut your stuff, wash your stuff, whatever. I have mushrooms cut right here. I'm getting ready to eat those for dinner, so those aren't gonna go. And I just put them in a big thing like this so that I can see what's in there. And then when it's time for dinner, I'm like, oh, I have some bell peppers, I have some broccoli. I'll make a quick curry because I have some coconut milk, and I have some quinoa in the fridge. So you'll eat the things if they're already ready for you. And if I wasn't talking, this would take me all of 10 minutes. So that's the key to being able to eat more vegetables. Have them ready. And don't you dare throw away anything that you bought. If something's on the brink of expiring, notice it and throw it in the fridge. I can't tell you how often I throw a whole thing of spinach into the freezer, because I didn't get around to eating it. And then I use it for smoothies later. You can still saute it later, it tastes fine. You just can't eat it like raw for salads. But like, don't waste your money. Don't literally throw your money into the garbage can because you didn't get around to like chopping or prepping your veggies. So I have some bell peppers. I have some enoki mushrooms, which these don't really need to be prepped. They're already in here, but sometimes they can get slimy if they're inside the plastic. I eat them fast enough that they should be okay, but you can prep those too. I have some zucchini. I also have some romaine. The romaine was getting ready to go bad because it just wasn't a week where I was able to eat salads. So what I'm doing with the romaine, I'm gonna juice it and I'm gonna have a big old mason jar full of romaine juice. I'll still get all the nutrients without wasting my money. So that's what you do. I spend about $30 a week on groceries, give or take, when I need to buy like thing of bulk quinoa. That takes up $10 of my budget. So, you know, I take a hit there. Same thing if I buy protein powder, that costs a little bit more, but overall it just evens out. The stuff that I buy for videos is just for videos. Like, that's not stuff that I buy on a weekly basis. That's what makes vegan being, that is what makes being vegan really expensive. So don't buy those things if they're not in your budget. You don't need them. If you want vegan cheese, make potato carrot cheese. It's so much cheaper. Or go to my girl Sahara's channel. She has an amazing almond milk cheese that she makes that I bet you is way more affordable than buying like your standard vegan cheese. I'm just cutting these. However, sometimes I cut them into different shapes if I want to have them like for different styles of food, but it doesn't really matter. It all tastes the same. So I'm chopping my zucchini, and I feel like honestly it might even last a little bit longer when it's chopped up like this. I don't know, because I feel like it'll go for a while. So yeah, that's what you do. If you have a bunch of stuff that's getting ready to go bad, make a big soup. Eat half of it that week, freeze the other half, then 3 weeks down the road when you're super freaking busy and you don't want to cook anything, you have soup that's already ready for you in the freezer. Just defrost it, maybe add some fresh, you know, herbs to it, tofu or something like that, and it feels like a whole different meal, and it's developed more flavor because it's been, you know, basically marinating for a while. It's had time to like come together. So yeah, broccoli, put that in there too. And most of the time this stuff just goes in a cast iron pan, and then I just find some kind of sauce to throw on it. But sometimes I make soups and curries. Like I have some black eyed peas in the freezer, and I've been making soups with that because I really like black eyed peas in soup. But I have this left, and it's literally been 5 minutes. And my veggies are prepped for the entire week. It's so easy just to toss them in a cast iron with some avocado oil, some seasonings, roast them up, and then find something to put them with. And then I take this stuff to this girl that uses it for her compost, and I'm not going to chop these because I don't need them chopped right now. Those are enoki mushrooms. They're so good for like pulled pork substitute. They're like 2 for $1, the Asian market. So I got my lid here. All of my veggies are in there. I'll make a big thing of quinoa because quinoa is really versatile. It's good in soups, good for other stuff. Veggies, throw my mushrooms on top so that I don't forget about them. I have a thing of snow peas that I'm gonna put right here and there. That's how you keep your veggies from going bad. You eat them.